Greetings and salutations, and welcome back to Salamanca once again. I am your host, as always. Where we left off, we were. Let me start the replay but pause it. Where we left off, we were in the middle of a major assault forward on the entire French line. He was attacking my position up here, because he's got at least two divisions and a cavalry brigade on the other side of the river. I am attacking along my whole line south from the river. So it's up for grabs, but this is turn 42 of 66. So without further ado, let's get started. Lost 16 men there. It looks like he's mostly falling back from this position in the woods. The artillery is picking at me, which is rather pesky, and he's starting to throw out a lot of skirmishers. Ow. So he's got at least another brigade of light cavalry here, so there's that. Okay, they're going round Thomas Bradford's brigade, or at least the element of it that's still standing. What else? There's cavalry up here. Some Cazadore that up there. So yeah, he's throwing cavalry that direction. Which is not a good thing. For me, anyway. Yeah. 9 defenders, 10 attackers, 126 defenders. Yikes! Colonel Delhomme and the 22nd line, yeah, routs them. 3 units under disorder, 2 units rally, 3 units routed, 4 units resupplied. No one recovers fatigue. They are going to go in there. These boys are going to run that way. What little is left of Bradford's brigade at this point is going to start trying very, very, very hard to regroup. You are Bernard's brigade. You're Bradford. So, in this case, let's start with, say, the artillery. Ross's guns. They can't actually see anything, really. But we will change that. We'll throw these Cazadores forward again. And then see what they can see. The answer is not a lot. Move that supply wagon. They can see them. So we might as well blast them. And I pushed forward the Monmouthshire. I did not see that, unfortunately. I accidentally clicked. Alright, 95th Rifles. The Oxfordshires, the Cazadore, and the 95th that are positioned down here are to start advancing. For the sake of blasting. We will get... Nah, it's not really going to make much difference, so we're not going to bother. We'll force them there, them there, them there. We'll start picking away at them again. So the Oxfords. '95th Rifles. Get them pushed up with Vandaler himself. First Battalion of the 95th will blast these boys in the face and not really do a lot, unfortunately. So they can go up there, they can go up there and plink at the column. Plink at the column. They can't. They have to plink at the skirmishers in their face. Rifles, start plinking away to your merry heart's content. Rifles. So that could have gone better. I suppose it could have gone worse as well. Still, we've got probably a good couple of fights set to kick off over here as I look to drive these boys back across the stream. But until that point, let's go on to these boys, which are the guards. So, Coldstream Guards. They're going to be plinking away at these guns, because again, I want to try and eliminate as many of these guns as possible. Or if nothing else, make them very inefficient. Okay, they disordered, unfortunately. Fatigue. You go there and rejoin them. Skirmisher. Nothing. Skirmishers. So yeah, these boys are fighting in open order. Ow, lose 11 men for my trouble. And then, so I lost 20 men for my trouble there. Over here, we're going to continue plinking away at these guns. They can go there. The Camerons will form line. Turn and go there. Get blasted in the face for their trouble, but they should be fairly okay. Douglas's brigade of guns. We'll deal with them in a moment, so we'll deal with this battery up here. What can they see? They can see those boys, these boys. You know what? They're going to blast the battalion there with the guns. We'll also do the Spanish guns while we're here. MacDonald's troop and Douglas's brigade. So Douglas, you're going to shoot at the guns. You didn't really do anything, but hey ho. These boys of the Black Watch will shoot at them. We are going to start opening fire all along the front. Skirmishers. 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 All these Cazadore. We need these guns at least thinned out at least a little bit, unfortunately. And the gun, my boys are not really doing it that well. The boys are just not thinning them out particularly well. Okay, let's do this. Break off the light company of the Royals. Throw the light company of the Royals forward. They won't be able to form line. The East Norfolks will do the same. They'll push through the woods, I think. The Staffs form line, push forward. These boys form line, push forward. Unlimber the guns. At least the guns that I have here. They are to do that and then form again. So the Portuguese are now in line as well. They are now in position. We're going to put these guns here and unlimber. And they can shoot at what? They can blast one of the... They're going to blast these 2 battalions here. They're not going to do a lot, but... blasting them was still handy. Now, who else have we got to move? Devons. So we've got these boys. Chuck this company of the 60th Rifles this way. Have them plink at the guns again. Attempt to get rid of them. Every attempt that I can get rid of, I'm going to make multiple attempts to try and get rid of those guns as much as possible. Now, green here is to the go there. The rest of my boys will hold back for the moment. King's German Legion, you're going to chuck out your skirmishers. Let's get some payback for the King's German Legion cavalry. Alright, you're all in command. You're all in command. What about you? There's James Leaf, and now all of them are in command as well. Pringle's Brigade, which is just the King's Own, and these boys. Pringle is to form up back here. Stubbs's Cazadore are to go that way. That was pathetic shooting, boys. Truly pathetic shooting, boys. Right, should you shoot them? You can both shoot them. Who's that? That's just some skirmishers. We'll do that, get out of the way, specifically to hopefully allow to allow the Somersets and the push on the 69th Leger, or not Leger. Why do I keep calling them the Leger? They're not Leger. They're line infantry. They're Linia. They are to go that way. Royal Fusiliers. Welsh Fusiliers. And the Brunswick Oils. Now, let's start throwing these boys. Alright, you will pick at the battalion that's sitting up there. Alright, there's them. There's Dennis Pack. Campbell's Brigade. But they are to get into there and pick at their cavalry, while the rest of them, the rest of the brigade, is to push round. Manly Powers Brigade, for the most part, is going to be doing the exact same thing. Now, Wallace, what do I do with Wallace? We'll get them there, 74th can go there, and then I'm actually going to break the remaining elements of 60th Rifles down into their skirmishing elements. And I will throw them out as well, unsurprisingly. Skirmishers! And I intend to have them pick away at those... Ow! Alright, they're masked, unfortunately. Still, they will not want to sit there for long, given the fact that they are at risk of getting overrun. In the meantime, John Hope's division John Hope's division is looking to assault probably through these woods, even though it's going to slow them down like crazy, and come out on the other side and hit this lot in the flank, hopefully. I should have waited for them, but it's too late now. We also need to get the Portuguese cavalry on the move again. Because I am gonna need those suckers up here. I have no doubt. Where's old Nosy? Nosy, you are not in range of them, but you are in range of pretty much everyone else. Which is all that matters. Ineffective? Yeah, not really worth it. So I'm not even going to bother. King's Own. Who can see this lot? Absolutely no one, essentially. They can be seen, but they can't be shot. Well, this lot can. This lot can. This lot can't. Because they're hidden behind the guns. Still, I'll form them into line anyway. Still, so let's move my cavalry. As I'm gonna need them, no doubt. Now, what to do? Who else can shoot? No one it really matters on, so as all my skirmishers have shot, so that's all that matters there. Let's bring that up so it can resupply these boys of the 56th. These have all fired. Well, these haven't, so I might as well. Question is, who can they fire at? Not worth it. Remotely worth it. Not remotely worth it. Chipping 3 men off is, yeah, pretty pointless. Still, for the moment, the French losses are starting to mount. I've still lost 22,700 men. Near enough. Matter of fact, I have lost 2,700 men because of the 5 leaders. The French have lost 1,600, so we're going to have to change that fairly quickly. So, into the melee phase. In this case, we have got these boys. The North Hant's gonna do that. I would have thought they couldn't escape that, but clearly they did. Now, here comes the big one. I lose 8 men. Ouch. I lose 47, he loses 49. They cannot melee because they're all detached. Now then, over here, we'll have these boys. Assault and drive them back. Langron. It's not really worth it. So for the moment, we are still taking more losses than the French, unfortunately. But I hope to change that soon enough. What about you there? No. They've meleeed. They're routed. Should the time come, I may be able to capture at least a battalion of Frenchmen here. But for now, I think that is it. But for now, I thank you all for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. This one's been considerably longer than many of the previous ones up to this point, because there's a lot of fighting going on. But until next time, again, I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, please consider hitting that thumbs up, subscribing, or leaving a comment. It's all appreciated. But until the next time, I shall say bye-bye for now.